Guys, we are back with another video. So as you know, I'm a massive fan, I suppose a fanboy of the old Orlandoo Hunters, and I have got an idea, right? I want to go to Wings and Wheels this year. I'm going to be going with the Brentwood Model Boat Club. Whee, well done, guys. So yeah, I'm going to be going with them, but I also want to take my Orlandoos. It's called Wings and Wheels. Let's take some wheels with us. So I'm going to make something that we can display the Orlandoos on, without it being classed as a stool, and I'm going to hope that I can drive this thing around and be able to show off all my Orlandoos. So what I'm thinking is I need to make something with a tray. So I have got some of this Euro ACP matte aluminium composites panel stuff, and if you don't know what this stuff is, it's just literally a thin layer of aluminium, some plastic and some aluminium on the other side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark out some bits and bobs, and I'm going to get, hopefully, grinding and routing. I'm going to route some bits on it so I can bend it rather than cut it to create almost a tray. So check this out, that's how I'm going to do it. Over here, guys, we have got, this was an old gazebo that fell apart. As you can see, it kind of died, but there's some really good metal on here, some aluminium, so it's nice and lightweight. It's very much straight, and it should be strong enough to hold the chassis and the top plate together of this weird trailer thing that I want to do. So I think I'm going to dig that out and perhaps recycle some of that stuff. I've also got some wheels and tyres back that way. Over here, guys, look, we've got some wheels and tyres. Now these were donated. These were donated to me by my brother, who bought them and didn't use them. So we've got these wheels and tyres, and they did come with, I think we're going to put these ones on it, to be honest with you, a bit more grippage. So yes, we have got 4 wheels and 4 tyres to go on. So that's something, I suppose. Well, guys, check it out. Boom, look at that. So this is what I've designed so far. As you can see, I have kind of gone into my old nickname of Mike Complex, as I've been known to be called before. We have got a ramp that comes up and down. All right, now that is powered by this little winch thing here. So that comes across, goes onto there, comes down there, and it actually lifts it up and down. So I've got that sorted. And as you can see, I've used that gazebo bit there, and I've cut some nice edges on the corners there and mounted them on there. So that's all that done, and that looks really good. Now, like I said, you might notice there's what appears to be some form of a drive shaft. Reason for that, if you look inside of here, look at this. I came up with an idea. Do you know something? Rather than this being a trailer that we're dragging along, why not just make it an RC course? So it's an RC course. Yeah, but anyway, I've added a gearbox in there, and the drive shaft comes out this way. We've got a Traxxas motor inside of here. I've still got to finish this off, that's why it's so messy, but yeah, we've got a Traxxas motor in there. We've got a Traxxas ESC going on in there as well. We've got the turbo racing, I think it's a TBTX2 controller and receiver there. We have got over this way here, that is a ESC, a TS0001 ESC from an Orlandoo Hunter. That's what powers the winch. And you might have guessed, obviously it does work. So this thing, if we look on the underside, we've got the front axle there with a servo, so that all turns. And then at the back here, I've gone completely wild, and I've added all braces across there. I've added an extension onto this axle there. Look how wide that is now. Look at this, I've popped the tyre off. I've still got to glue these tyres on. Oh dearie me, it's some bad whatever you call it. But yes, I've got to glue them on. But yes, we've got a working driving RC course. How cool is that? So yes, it has worked and I've tested it. I'm going to show you at the end. I'm not going to spoil it yet by driving this thing around, but it does drive, it does work, it does lift and lower the back. Now it's time for the rock crawling kind of ideas. I'm thinking it needs to have some form of a course where you come across this way, you come up, crawl up onto this bit, come around here, and then come back down, go around, go back round again, and then when you've gone up, this is complicated. It's complicated, but look, I'm going to get cracking on. Ooh, hey, look, I've already started over there with some polystyrene, but I'm going to get cracking on with all of that stuff, and I'll be back with you hopefully when it's a fully built rock crawl course. Let's see how this goes. Right, guys, so it's hang on a minute, we've gone back in time or something. No, this is a different one. This is a different one. Now I had the thought and I had a little look, and I had enough of this stuff left over to perhaps try and build a trailer for the existing trailer that's no longer a trailer. Well, I said I'd make a trailer and then turned it into an RC course, so why not build a trailer for the RC course? It'll be like a terrain train. A terrain train, that's genius. As you can see, I've already cut out what I needed to cut out, and I've added the grooves, the V's in it. So now it's time to quickly bend all that lot up and see if I can attach some wheels to this thing, some form of a way to hitch it up to the other bit, and go from there. So yeah, enjoy. Now that's done, I've got over here, this is an old Huina trailer, and I'm going to try and, I'm going to try and steal these wheels and tyres and possibly a couple of other bits, but yeah, I'm going to take that apart. All right, so let's do that. All right. Right, so that was the old original shaft that went through the axle, and I'm replacing it with this one. So this is a bit of 4mm tubing. So it's not tubing, is it? It's, I don't even know what it is really. It's a shaft. It's some form of a shaft, but it's the perfect size for an M4 tap. Die. Yeah, we're gonna die it. And then once I've done that, the little bit that came off of the original thing, it sits in there. It's a little hexagon, and that's made of plastic, so I managed to tap that, and then I could screw in my newly dyed bit there and on this side here, and then just added a nut on there which will be Loctited, and yeah, we've got some freewheeling axle. So now I can drill those two holes out, tap them two, drill them onto the dig over there. It's on a tripod. You'd understand my woes if you're a tripod. There we go. So yes, I can drill the two holes onto that thing there, bosh, put them in the middle, and it will be near enough a trailer. Just do that. So as you can see, I've drilled a couple of holes there in the middle and then decided to put the wheels at the back actually. I thought about it and I thought, as it teeters and tops as it goes over things, if it's in the middle, it's going to just kick the Orlandoos off, whereas at least with the back, it will just be very much bumpy. But yes, these are now in place. Check that out. So we are freewheeling. And over towards the front, I've added another piece of the old aluminium gazebo part there. and there's a hole that goes all the way through this end here. On the other part, the RC course thing, I've made a pin on the lathe that has a hole through it with a pin that goes through that hole, so it'll have a little clip, so I can take the clip out and then just drop the trailer off. So this trailer is nearly done. Oh, it's very loud, isn't it? So yes, that is the trailer done. I'm going to make a quick insert, and so all it is that I'm going to be doing is using some of this. This is an old sign, so I'm going to be using a little bit of that just to top it off, and I will also be using some of this stuff here, which is the old Celotex or Kingspan foam. I'm only going to use a tiny little bit of that just to make a little bit towards, I don't know, perhaps around here, just around there. And then the rest of it will just be pretty much plain floor. So I'm going to do that. Check this out. Pow! Stay in my hands. Oh my goodness. So the base for the little trailer bit is done, as you can see. It's nice and simple, just a little bit of a ramp. So I suppose you might be able to climb up there. And yeah, the cars are just going to be mainly sitting on here. I'm also thinking about adding an FPV screen there, so we can see what the cars are seeing, the FPV cars that we've got. And yeah, apart from that, this is pretty much a car park, or a drive-in theatre, I suppose it would be for the rest of the cars. So that's now drying. Let's let that dry, and I think I'm going to go and wash my hands. Yeah, do that. Right, so now this is dry, what I want to do is start adding some detail to it. So I'm just really going to be using sort of black and white acrylic paint. Another thing that you're going to need, obviously, is something to stir it. So obviously a stick that's miles too long for the job, and a paintbrush, an old paintbrush, and a bucket with some already of the paint in it. So I don't know, it might be enough paint, to be honest with you, what's in there already. So yes, I'm going to make it slightly whiter and start dry brushing it. And after I've dry brushed it, perhaps I'll get the airbrush out. So let's do that. Check it out, so look, it is complete. So I've added all the details that we needed to add there, and some bits and bobs around the edge. That's where I'm gonna hopefully put an FPV screen. I've added a few little bits of signage over there, and some over there, and there, and there. But I guess, you know, this is just the car park. This is gonna be the area, I'll say, that I'm gonna have all my Orlandoos stored on. The main feature is this way. Check this out. Look, Mike's Man Cave, find me on YouTube. This is what I came up with in the end, guys. This was the main rock crawl arena. Let me just lower this down for you just to show you. So this is what we've got. We've got all of Mike's Man Cave everywhere. You can't say that this ain't Mike's Man Cave. So what I decided, for a lap on this thing anyway, we're gonna come across this way here. You've got to come up this bridge here, and then this bridge, when you get to the top, it holds to here. Look at that, it's magnetic. So after you've done that, you then go around this way onto this bridge, which will then drop you down. And then once you get down, you come off and it comes back up again. You then come back round this way here, back through again. Now the tunnel's open. Well, hey, here's a little cave in there, Mike's Man Cave and all that lot. So then you go in the cave, around, try and navigate through the cave, come through that way, and then if you want to, you can fanny about getting up that bit there, and yeah, here, there, and everywhere. But yes, it is complete. And we have got on the side here orlandoohunter.co.uk. Now keep your eyes out, guys, because this is going to be a new shop that's opening very, very soon. And yes, that will be stocking all of the Orlandoo Hunter products, so that will be really cool. Let's just come around this way, I'll show you some more. Look at this, Mike's Man Cave Custom RC Creations. That looks like a proper good little picture there, doesn't it? Look at that, oh, beautiful, beautiful. So the detailing work has gone on very well. Like I said before, we've got lights inside the tunnel, and the winch works. The winch lowers and raises the drawbridge, which then allows you to get more cars through. And once again, the best bit about this, which you haven't seen yet, is it is remote controlled. Right, so now everything is complete, guys. Absolutely everything is complete. But there's one last thing to do, and that's pack and get ready for the show, because the show's tomorrow. So that was blooming close, wasn't it? And I've still got to edit the video yet as well. But do you know something, guys? Thanks for watching this video, and hopefully you have. If you have not already, then where's the thing? Oh, there it is, yeah. Subscribe. And share and like and all that lot. And if you're going to Wings and Wheels and you do see me driving this thing around, come over, say hello, tell me you're a subscriber. I might even let you have a go, you never know. But yes, until the next video, I will see you later. Take care, guys.